Next on Worcester News tonight, a ribbon cutting celebrates the remodel of a rundown three-decker and the remaking of a neighborhood. Plus, fall colors are starting to appear, and the best places to see foliage in central Massachusetts should be reaching peak season soon. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. It once had a reputation for violence and crime. Now Kilby Street in Worcester is becoming a new neighborhood. The Maine South Community Development Corporation helped lead a multi-million-dollar project in the area, and its latest development helps complete a neighborhood where families will want to live. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us now with more. Rosalind?
Olivia, Kilby Street used to have the stigma of gangs and rundown properties. The Maine South CDC says that's not the case anymore with the work they've done. A celebration on the steps of 1 Kilby Street completes the transformation of the Worcester neighborhood.
This building is just a reflection about who we are. We're not defined by kind of the stereotype of crime and grime that people think.
The property, once a problem for the city, was rebuilt into a 9-unit apartment building. It will provide affordable housing to families as well as to veterans who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless.
I've been looking for an apartment to rent for a while.
Juliana Amo Boateng will be moving into a 3-bedroom unit with her children November 1st.
I don't even know how to describe this. It's so amazing.
The Maine South CDC says 1 Kilby Street was used as an illegal rooming house before a fire damaged the building in 2014.
It was a large property that was pretty sort of imposing on the street and had become dilapidated and run down over recent years.
The CDC was able to acquire it and with a series of grants renovate the apartments over the last 2 years. It was the last building they needed to fix up on the street. Now they say families will be calling this place and Kilby Street home for generations to come.
We've got good residents here now, and people who are here are raising families and have access to the Boys and Girls Club and the athletic field at the bottom of the street. So yeah, it's changed.
Now the CDC says although the work on Kilby Street is done, they are still working in areas around the city to provide affordable units to working families. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A 2-alarm fire in Worcester is under investigation. It broke out around 11:45 Tuesday morning on the 2nd floor of this vacant mill building on Tainter Street. The Worcester Fire Department says commercial buildings can be difficult for firefighters, and they really have to use their training. The building's sprinkler system was activated and helped contain the fire.
Our Fire Prevention Division, through its code enforcement efforts in the middle of September, was able to get a court order to have the sprinkler system turned back on in this building, which was turned off. And thank God that was on. That saved this building from being a real big fire.
And no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. You may notice movie crews and different signage at the Worcester Regional Airport this week. Crews are turning the Worcester site into a French airport. You can see French signs and even the French flag. Scenes for the movie Eve are reportedly being filmed there. According to IMDb, Jessica Chastain is producing the movie and starring in it alongside Colin Farrell and John Malkovich. The Red Sox are just 1 win away from the ALCS, and it's thanks in large part to 2 key lineup changes. The final score Monday night, 16-1. Manager Alex Cora moving up Nathan Alvaldi to be the Game 3 starting pitcher. He allowed only 5 hits and 1 run through 7 innings. The other big move, putting Brock Holt into the starting lineup. He hit for the cycle with a home run in the 9th inning. It's something no other player has done in the postseason ever.
I was trying to hit a home run. That's probably the first time I've ever tried to do that. And rounding the bases, seeing everybody going nuts in the dugout was a pretty cool moment for me.
And Rick Porcello takes on CC Sabathia in Game 4 tonight. First pitch is at 8:07. And a Central Massachusetts barber shop is showing off their Red Sox pride and offering customers a chance to show off theirs. Matt's at the Buzzer says Red Sox logos are becoming the new popular haircut. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us now with more. Brittany?
Olivia, dozens of kids have gotten a Red Sox design, from a pair of socks to a player's jersey number. The barbershop says it's a fun way to show their support for the team. It's the usual sound at Matt's at the Buzzer in Millbury, but the haircut is unique.
We've been shaving insignias in the back of kids' heads now for 22 years this month.
And this October, it's all about the Red Sox. Owner Matt Corey says it's been a popular request during baseball season, and like the Red Sox bats, business is booming.
We do a ton of Boston Red Sox symbols, especially when they're successful. And this year, obviously at now we're at 110 wins and counting. It doesn't get much more better than this. It's been the best season they've ever had.
The barber is quite the New England sports fan himself, which is clear when entering his shop.
I mean, you see it here. We have it on every television. It's what we discuss morning, noon, and night here, is the success of Boston sports. Ted Williams, Teddy Ball Game, doing what he actually enjoyed more than play baseball, which was fishing. And I think that's kind of a unique thing that nobody else has.
Tuesday, in the span of minutes, two boys stepped up to the plate to get their Boston Red Sox shaved logos.
I think it's actually really cool with Boston Red Sox. He did a good job. They're doing great this year. They're in first place. I hope they're going to win this year and go Red Sox.
And while many like to see the Sox win at home, Corey says he'd rather see a Boston win tonight in New York.
It all culminates with the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, and it was great to see them blow them out last night, and hopefully they take the series tonight.
The Red Sox play tonight at 8 o'clock in Yankee Stadium. If they win, they will advance to the ALCS to face the Houston Astros. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
A mechanical problem is to blame for odor issues at the Casella landfill in Southbridge. This, according to the waste management company. They say their gas management system had a mechanical problem at the end of September, which resulted in odor issues, but they have since made repairs. In the next few months, Casella will stop accepting waste at their Southbridge location and begin the process of closing. In a statement, the company says, in the meantime, we will continue to work diligently to prevent a reoccurrence. A new inpatient facility for people struggling with addiction opens its doors in Millbury Tuesday. Sunrise Detox says it focuses on a judgment-free and nurturing approach to helping people who are addicted to alcohol or drugs. The 39-bedroom facility has common rooms and a large kitchen with chefs and a nutritionist. Executive Director Dennis Bates says most patients stay in Sunrise for about a week until they are medically stable. Bates says they hope to make a difference in central Massachusetts.
Under Governor Baker, of course, the overdoses have gone down, but they're still way too high. And we look at the needs in the area, check out the demographics. It's an area that needs help, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
We're very excited to come to Millbury, Massachusetts, and provide this service to the community. We're hoping to really impact the surrounding areas as well, and be a place where people can come and get better.
And Sunrise has been around for 14 years with locations in Florida, Georgia, and New Jersey. Central Massachusetts is packed with color this time of year as the leaves begin to turn, and several businesses in the area are benefiting from people stopping by to check out the foliage. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now with more. Chandler?
Olivia, leaf peeping season is upon us, and a local horticulturist says there's still time before peak foliage. Many local sites offer ways to take advantage of the season. The leaves are turning, and this fall season is expected to be ideal for leaf peeping. Mark Richardson says the colors will be extra vibrant thanks to plenty of rain.
We've had a lot of rain recently, which oftentimes helps. Plants are not in that much stress.
Richardson is the director of horticulture at Tower Hill Botanic Garden. He says trees like maples and ashes are already coloring up, but he doesn't expect peak foliage in the Worcester area for another week or so. Last season, gypsy moths posed a challenge, but Richardson says it's not the case this year.
Trees that didn't have as much foliage last season this time of the year definitely have quite a bit of foliage.
To view the foliage, Discover Central Mass says a long drive isn't necessary.
Route 122, Route 31 are both beautiful scenic drives of over 40 miles of road.
They say there are plenty of local spots to leaf peep and make an experience of it.
You can go up Mount Wachusett, you could go and do something a little more crazy, go to Boundless Adventures and go from the treetops and see it up close and personal.
One business benefiting from the views is Wachusett Mountain. They'll have fall festivals the next 2 weekends with sky rides for people to see foliage from the summit.
From the summit you can see a 4-state view, so you really see a wide angle of fall in New England.
Tower Hill says the colors and how long the leaves will last depends on the weather. And this year, Mother Nature is behaving.
What you really want are cold days without a whole lot of wind, nice still, moist but not wet, and we've had a lot of days like that.
Richardson says warm days like today prolong foliage season. He says some hurdles could be high winds and heavy rains knocking leaves off branches. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.